Alright, YouTube, today I'm going to show you my entire axe collection. I got a few of them. I got some stuff to say about them. So I'm just going to start off with the ones I use the most. This one I use the most is a plum. I just restored it with a wire brush. And I guess that's it. I don't know. Got a hickory handle on there. Put 3 in there. And it's a really good, look at that knife. That's an extremely good knife right there too. And then I got this double bit. Yeah, I think it's a bluegrass because it's got the slightest marking on it of a circle. And that's what bluegrass's emblem looks like, is a circle. Then I got this no name. Probably been painted over. Super nice one. In my mind, at least. And I got this one. Don't know much about. I think it's a casting. I think. So. This one is another really beautiful. I mean, they're all beautiful. I love my steel. Oh, don't mind my dirty fingernails. You should see my other hand. But yeah, don't know what this one is. I think it's a nope. Has no name as well. It's nice. I leave vintage edges on my axes. There's no reason to sharpen them, and unless it's like extremely dull, you know, there's no reason. I mean, like this that's gonna cut some wood right there. This was my other double bit, but I rehandle all my axes all the time like a professional. I have a huge shoulder on my axes, and I don't think I should, but who knows? Um, I think these handles need to be thicker in my mind, and all these thin handles. But anyways, uh, yeah, and I could just hit the hammer once, and it's gonna go boom and come right out of there. I hung that pretty nice. Both the original wedges, I do believe. This is a Fall City Kelly Perfect. Yeah, there's no reason to sharpen it. You could just leave the vintage edge on there, and it's gonna be just fine. That's for the dirt. I'd grind that off even a little bit more if it was for the dirt. You know, then that thing's sharp as a butter knife. So it's gonna cut through some wood, just like this one. I'm not gonna change the. I'm not gonna sharpen that up or anything. I did sharpen this one up whenever I restored it a long time ago, just because I had my bench grinder and I wanted to sharpen it up on my bench grinder. Oh, I did a real good job. I got some more axes over there. So just hold on. Hold on. This one is a Kelly Perfect. Oh, yeah, True Temper Kelly Perfect. You see somebody made a little dink right there, because this one's the one that you work with the ground, the grubbing, and this one's the wood chopping one. But yeah, it's really nice. I'm not gonna sharpen it. There's no real need to, cause there's no need to. This one is a Craftsman. Don't know much about it. It's just a Craftsman from probably 1980s in the hardware store. But oh yeah, that's some good steel. I love my steel. This one I probably fucked it up as a kid. Ooh, I said my first cuss word. Oh, anyways, yeah, I probably messed it up as a kid, because I don't know, some kid messed it up. But I think I'm just gonna wait till it's really, really cold outside and find somebody who has like an Ox Lane propane torch or some shit like that. And you're just gonna heat that place up, and then you gotta have to have a metal drift. And once you heat that place up, you metal drift, you put it in through there, and you're gonna be able to fix it. Then you're gonna have a real nice axe, real good cutting and stuff like that. Profile, I guess. This one is hand forged. It's got the little bit in the middle of it. So folded over right there. I like whenever people hit it with a hammer down here, That's the antique damage on it. I like to just leave that stuff on there. It's who messed this up? I like to just leave all that damage on there. All I did to restore this was, I think I may have put it in vinegar, but I may have like took it out of the vinegar and let it get rusty again, and then I just took it to the bench grinder and the wire wheel, and I wired wheel all the rust off of there. Then with the pitting, you spend a little bit extra time with the handheld wire brush, and you just go in circles, and you get all the rust out of the pitting, and then you put linseed oil all over it, and linseed oil that you put all over it's gonna protect it. You know, you just if you use it, you use it for a couple months, you put more linseed oil on it, and then there you go. Linseed oil is a drying oil. It smells so good. You should smell it. I don't know what this axe is. It's just U.S. It's like, man, what if this axe was put on the fucking, what's it called? I don't know. What if this was like made for the military or something? But I think it's a cast axe as well. It's got a little seam. I heard somebody talking something about that one time. But yeah, this was, I used this axe a whole bunch. I put a nice edge on it, real good cutting edge. That's like a kukri edge. But real nice cutting edge. This is a pretty one, but it's also messed up. I wish I left the mushrooming on there, but for some reason I was like, oh yeah, let me grind all that mushrooming off, because other people do it. But I should have left it on there natural, because it would have told more of a story. And it's not going anywhere. I'm not gonna be banging metal on metal anyways. I'm not planning on it. Oh, yeah, I would have left that on there. You could take off the mushrooming with a chisel, if you needed to, but it's probably just gonna stay on there. It definitely would have stayed on there until it fell off, but it would have been pretty nice looking then. Yeah, I fixed the edge up on this one, and I didn't want to do that as well, because, well, back then I did. That's why I did it. But now I'd been like, no, I want to see the antique damage that somebody did to it a long time ago. Somebody hit with a hammer right there. I want to see the antique damage, and I did that, so. But look at them sharp corners. Like, man, how did that happen? Yeah. What were you hitting? Is that like a grinder? I don't know. But it looks real good, don't it? That looks awesome. You hear that? That's amazing. This is this is an actual bluegrass, because look at that. It says it right down in there. It's a nice one. I thought this was a fireman axe because it looks like that. But look at that mushrooming. You leave that mushrooming on there. It's not going to hurt anything, You can do what you want to, though. But really pretty. That is so pretty, man. That's like, why would you get your wife a ring? You can get her this. Like, that's like glistening diamonds right there, dude. But you know what that's called? That's called diamified rust. But anyways, I got a nice plum here. And then I got a split maul. I put that edge on there with a grinder. And because that thing was dull as could be, and I couldn't use it. And then whenever I did use it, and I got it to a little bitty bit of an apex, even though it's not sharp at all, I was trying to split this impossible log. It was a little bit log about the size of my lower leg, and I was trying to split it, and I stuck it in there once, and then I slammed this thing in there like about 19 more times, and it was like stuck. Then I took it sideways trying to split the fucking thing, and it broke my head right off there. First time I tried using it, I'm like, man, maybe I don't need to hang my axes with a shoulder on my axes. But I like to hang my axes with a shoulder. This one, I nearly had to produce a shoulder, because look at it. Like, this is a double bit axe head handle that you buy at Ace Hardware. It's like, I think 35 inches or something. And this thing is like a twig. I had to put extra pieces of wood in there, just so, make sure it doesn't get loose. I had to put extra pieces of wood in the top, and my pieces fell out because I was chopping wood the other day, and my pieces fell out. So I'm gonna have to make a new axe wedge out of that piece of wood you just seen over there, and make some new wedges out of that piece of metal right there, and take that out of there, and make a new wedge and put it in there. I'm probably gonna have to put 3 wedges in there. Yeah, there we go. That's all my axes. Don't take a grinder to your axes like I did there. Don't do that. You can just leave it all natural. All natural is the way to go. I've been using just water to clean my body for like the past year and a half. And dude, I smell good. Dude, every girl I ever came across liked me. I'm like, hey, she did like me. Hey, she probably still does like me. But anyway, I'm gonna see y'all later.